Hey guys, welcome back to Bass Squatch. I'm Cody.
And I'm Ryder.
And today,
we're making sinkers.
That's right. Stay tuned. Alright, so what we're starting with here is standard wheel weights. Okay, so in my sinker making kit that I put together, pretty basic. This here is a hot pot too. This, you plug it in and it melts your lead for you. I made the base for it. I got 3 different molds, 2 bank sinker molds and 1 no roll mold. I have gloves, obviously, that's super important. I have a spoon dedicated to this. You don't want to, messing with lead. You want to dedicate a spoon to messing with lead. I got a pair of side cutters, comes in handy. And I have a cast iron corn cob muffin tin mold, which you will see what I do with that. So the lead that I use is comes from old wheel weights like this. If you got a friend that works in the automotive industry or the tire industry, you can usually come across these for pretty cheap, if not free. The corn cob mold, what I like to do is I like to melt all this down in bulk and I make it into ingots. I couldn't find a regular, this was $5 at the antique store, so that was cheaper than buying a traditional like rectangle ingot mold for lead. And by the time you melt it all down, this is what you end up with. Funny, I know, but as my label implies, it is probably maybe at least 95% pure lead, so it's ready to be melted down, molded into sinkers. So while we're letting the pot heat up, we're gonna go over some pretty basic stuff that one should already know, but I don't know, it's important. Make sure you're in a ventilated area. Duh, right? I got a fan right there that I'm gonna turn on once I start melting the lead. I probably should get some sleeves on, but we'll see. Good gloves. The stuff is hot and you do not want it on your skin. Obviously, don't be sucking your thumb while you're doing this, and don't eat while you're doing it. Duh, again. But another thing that me and Alex discovered last winter whenever we were doing this is make sure that your lead is really dry. If it's been humid lately, don't do it, or do it outside, because as that lead melts, the moisture inside explodes. And it's scary and dangerous. We didn't know that. Yeah, it was really scary when we had to learn that the hard way. But we're gonna let the hot pot heat up. We're gonna throw a couple of these wheel weights inside. That'd be a good indicator for whenever it starts heating up real well. So we will be back shortly. Alright, things are starting to happen. It's not fully heated up yet, but we're talking 650 to 700 degrees. Okay, so those first 2 weights that we put in the pot are pretty well melted down. And I'm going to show you what the next step is for me anyway. I put on safety glasses. No sleeves, but safety glasses. So, take a pair of pliers, or in this case, my side cutters. You can remove all the steel, obviously. I just throw it in a little metal bucket there. You see all of this, it looks like rust, this junk on top of the on top of the lead, that's all your impurities. And of course, being wheel weights, there's going to be grease and road grime and stuff like that. You take a spoon, scrape all that stuff up, throw it, discard that. You don't want that junk in your final product. Left with all this nice shiny lead. The lead will only be nice and shiny for so long because it oxidizes. So we got a decent amount here. Now we're gonna make our little ingots here. Alright, there's one. Worst cornbread ever. There we go, and this is still hot as sin. But there you go. Pure lead ingot. Alright, now whenever you're ready to make some sinkers, you have some pure, clean lead ingots to melt down. Alright, now something that is really going to help get a nice pour into your mold. Take your mold and either heat it up with a torch, or I just like to lay it right on top of the pot, like that. And I let that heat up for a while. Alright, when you're ready to pour, get the mold hot, like I said. The key to this is slow but consistent. Lead cools extremely fast, so if you pour it too fast, it'll all bottle right up there at the top. And that is what you're left with. Right there. Once that cools a bit, you drop it on the ground. That's how you test them. Take your cutters and you cut off the sprue. They're like Hershey Kisses. And then you let them cool down. And then you do it again. Practice makes perfect with this. Currently, I only need 2-ounce sinkers because I'm pretty stocked up with everything else. But have fun with it. It's neat, but take all the precautionary measures like I mentioned. Wear sleeves, safety glasses, respirator, all them kind of things. And have fun with it. Make your own stuff. It's cheaper that way. Alright guys, until next time, stay wild.